Hi everyone, my name is Bhavna. In today's video, I'm going to start with a new series of SQL tutorial. In this video, I'm going to tell you about what is SQL, what are the uses of SQL, what are the application we are using in SQL, what are the databases, what are the types of databases, etc. So this is a short introduction about SQL. So let's start. SQL is nothing but structured query language. It is a programming language which helps to interact with databases. Uh, Let me give you a simple example. In day-to-day life, if we want to interact with each other, we use this different languages like Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi. These are the languages we human beings use. But if we want to interact with computer does not understand human languages like Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. Computer only understand programming language such as Python, PHP, then C++. Among those languages, one of the most popular language uh, which is known as a structured query language, which is most popular right now because in, companies like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, these big companies have large number of data. Large number of data they maintain in one databases. To maintain, to make any changes in this databases, computer need one language that is known as SQL, structured query language. To interact with databases, system needs one particular language that it was developed by IBM, and it was in the year 1978. But we will learn more about it in detail. But before that, we need to understand what is databases. Databases is nothing but a collection of data. This is a definition of databases. A database is a structured collection of data organized in a way that allows for efficient storage, retrieval, and manipulation. If we want to make any changes, like we want to add any data, we want to delete any data, or any old data, or we want to make any changes in our data set, which is recorded in a digital form in the computer system. If you want to make this type of changes like adding new data, deleting old data, or make any changes, we use uh, the databases, the structure of collection of data. So this is the main uses. It typically consists of tables, each containing rows of related information, and is managed by specialized software called as database management system. Let me give you one example to explain this. Before time, our school teacher used to maintain a register to record student details like roll number, name, marks, class, division, etc. But if this type of register is maintained in digital form, so in a computer system, then it is known as a databases. Uh, like now, let's suppose we take example of Instagram. We all know about Instagram. If we open an account in Instagram, we need to share our details, like our personal details, our name, password, email ID, and lot many details we need to fill out to open an account in Instagram. Then Instagram has large number of data set, and it's stored, which can be stored in databases in one place in computer system directly. So Instagram is a user, and Instagram uses a database to store all the users' information, all their people who uses Instagram account, who maintain Instagram account to maintain the all records of all the people. Instagram store all the data of the people in a one databases. Okay, so this is all about databases. But what is database management system? So, let me know this first. Let's suppose if a user a user cannot have direct access with these databases. Okay, this is databases. Require one system to manage this. That is known as DBMS, Database Management System. It is a software who works on backend. If there is a school and school there's a school and the school has maintained all the records of their student data in one place, and one parent visit the principal ma'am, and he asked the parents ask the principal ma'am, we want our child marks information from he is studying in 10th B. Let's suppose he's studying in 10th B class and we want his marks. We want to know his marks. So the principal ma'am tell that office boy, please bring out the register of that boy who is studying in 10th B. So to he will bring out that office boy will bring out that information from their school where these students' details are stored. So that school is database. We can consider that school is a database who has all the records of all the students. But that parent, that the principal ma'am asked the office boy to bring out that register, which is maintained in the form of then to interact with that office boy, the principal used one particular language like Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, like human beings. But let's suppose this database is maintained in a form of digital form, like in computer system, and that principal ma'am want that data of the 10th B student, then he will use one language to interact with database. So that language is known as SQL. SQL only understand database management system, DBMS. Okay. So this is how a user don't have direct access with database. He will, if he want to search any data from database, or he want to read any data, or he want to delete a Instagram account or something, he need a one system who can work on behalf of database. Like that system is known as database management system. It is a managed by special software called as database management system. Databases are commonly used in various applications, from storing customer information in businesses to manage large scale data in scientific research. So this is how we can understand databases. What are the databases, and uh, what are the databases? And now we will understand what are the uses. This type of this type of functions, like adding a new data, deleting a new data, or or making any changes in the data, we can use in Microsoft Excel. You must be wondering, we can use Microsoft Excel as well. But Microsoft Excel, we are using Microsoft Excel in different scenario. These are the different scenario when we are using Microsoft Excel instead of SQL. If we have a small amount of data to record, then we use Microsoft Excel. Then if we want to make one-time analysis, we use this Microsoft Excel. Then if you want quick charts and graphs, then also we use Microsoft Excel. An untrained person, a person who does not know any coding or any programming language, then that person can use Microsoft Excel for their analysis. So that's why we are not using Microsoft in this scenario. We can use Microsoft Excel, but what are the uses of databases when we are using databases to maintain our records? So when we have large number of data, so that can be stored in databases, millions and trillions, like companies like um, company's data is very huge. If it is in banking sector or e-commerce sector or any other a multinational company or a data of any e-commerce website, they have a huge number of data. So that can be stored in databases. That cannot be stored in Microsoft Excel because Microsoft Excel has a limitation. Only up to some limit we can store data in Microsoft Excel. If the data is more than that limit, then we have to store in databases. So store real-time data from websites. If we have any websites data, any e-commerce website data that can be stored directly in databases, then easily combine with different data sets. In databases, we can easily combine with different data sets with on the basis of particular key. Then automate steps and can reuse in databases. If we make any changes in databases, it can in data it can directly be changed in databases with the help of database management system software. So it is automated in nature. So that can reduce our it can save our time and make our work more productive and effective. Then easy and safe access, and multiple people can work same time in the databases because it is very easy and safe access have safe access. Then data integrity. When we say data integrity, if we would put what is the meaning of data integrity? When we put data in Microsoft Excel, then we make changes manually, right? In case sometime it happens like in place of name we put a numerical value. So then it will be get problem for analysis. Okay, in future analysis that will be a problem. But in the structure query language in databases, because this problem don't occur, because if we put any numerical value in place of strings, like in the place of name, we cannot put numerical value. So it will give an error in that time only. So that is the most important uses of databases, data integrity. The chances of making mistakes is less in database. Then deep search capabilities. In databases, we have a deep set of filter capabilities. Like we want whatever condition we have given to the databases, like we want a particular student who is studying in particular class and who is we want only three subjects marks only, we want to see only three subjects marks, then this type of filter we can do in databases. That is why it is known as deep search capabilities. Like this. Then there are two types of databases. One is relational databases and other is non-relational databases. What are the relational databases? When the data is maintained in the form of table. Okay, in the form of table which contains rows and column, then it is known as relational databases. When the data is not in the form of table, just not in the form of table, it is in the form of key value pair, then it is known as non-relational databases. Other name of it is non-SQL. We can say no SQL as well. These are the example of relational databases. In future, we will do some practice on MySQL databases, which is relational databases. The like PostgreSQL, SQL Server, Oracle. These are the example of relational databases which only understand SQL. SQL only understand relational databases. But NoSQL means this is an example of MongoDB, most popular NoSQL non-relational database. Then now it will be easy to understand what is SQL. In simple, in one line, if we say uh, SQL is structured query language, is a programming language used to interact with databases. Now we already understood what is databases. If we want to interact with databases, we need to use one language that is known as SQL, structured query language. These are the four main operation we can do in SQL. That is create. We can create any database in SQL. Then we can read, if you want to read any data, if the data is in a tabular form, there is one table who has records of all the employees details in a company. Then if you want to read that table, we can read it, we can update. If you want to make any changes in that data, we can change, that is update operation. Then if you want to delete any data, we can delete. These are the four main operation which SQL has. CRUD operation, that is known as CRUD operation, CRUD, create, read, update, and delete. The syntax and nature of SQL. SQL has relatively simple syntax compared to many other programming languages because it is written in a query language, query type. If you want to find uh, any search, any data, then the language we use, it is very natural, like we are using in day-to-day life. That's how, like, create, delete, drop, truncate. This is a simple syntax of SQL, which can make it easier for beginner to understand. Any person can understand easily. The query, it is in the form of query. SQL is a declarative language, meaning that users specify what they want to achieve rather than how to achieve it. User describe the desired result, and the database management system (DBMS) determines the most efficient way to execute the query. So here we can put in condition if we want particular data, with the condition that we want only 3 subject marks only. So this type of thing we can do in SQL. So database management system, that software will automatically find out our and give our result. Data centric, SQL is centric around data manipulation and management tasks. It provides a set of commands and syntax for performing operations such as querying data, select, inserting new records, updating existing records, deleting records, and managing the structure of the database, like create, alter, drop. These are the function we will do practically, so that you will understand more uh, effectively, efficiently. These are the main functions, like create, alter, drop, select. These are the functions which we are using for to fetch out our data from databases, so that we can have a quick analysis. So this is all about SQL. Later we will, in next video, I will teach you how to do installation of MySQL in your Windows. So that's all for today. If you like my video, please do like, subscribe, and share.